Interesting pitch report. We're all discussing about the pitch report because Sean Pollock there had a very unique way of telling us how the pitch is with those brushes, Nance.
Coming to me, eh?
Yeah, straight away, because your teammate, your former teammate, you should be able to explain to us exactly what he meant by that, because I'm sure
my
a lot of
former
people...
roommate is bringing a little bit of flair
yes.
to the pitch report.
So, what you make of that pitch though?
I think what he's trying to say is that it seems a little bit smoother than the last one. We saw the other one sort of stand up a little bit and misbehave. What he's basically trying to say there is it's a little bit smoother. It should play a little bit more truer than the other one. I'm delighted to see that it's a fresh wicket. I've got issues playing on used wickets. I think in the fourth innings, it's okay, but it just puts winning the toss that much more important. So I'm happy to see a fresh wicket. My roommate's saying it should be better and smoother than the last one, and that's what we want to see, a fair contest. So yeah, by all accounts it looks good. Bit of concerns of the weather, but as Mohsen always says, we can't find the elements.
Conditions much better than any one of us. So you should shed some light on that pitch. And what brush do you use, by the way?
Well, actually, पहले हम ये समझे थे कि ब्रश यूज करते तो हार्डनेस आ जाती है या सॉफ्टनेस आ जाती है. बट व्हाट शॉन मार्श वाज सेइंग दैट कि एक पिच ऐसी हो जाती है जिसके ऊपर घास जड़ों के साथ होती है, वो हार्ड ब्रश की तरह हो जाती है, एक सॉफ्टनेस हो जाती है. तो आई थिंक दैट चेंजेस द नेचर ऑफ द पिच. तो वो रीज़न था बहरहाल. लेकिन बात वही है फ़खर, मैं फिर वही बात कहूँगा और इसलिए रिपीट कर रहा हूँ कि ज़रूरी है आज के मैच के लिए. South Africa, West Indies, both, they want a good day's cricket. If not, but at least 20 overs cricket. So there should be a result. Or for South Africa point of view, desperate to win. लेकिन जिस तरह की cricket वो अभी तक खेलें, the way they played, with their heads down, it's very difficult. Sorry Lance for that. And Lance is also very upset with the body language of his team, because he's played for South Africa. They have always head high up, full of confidence, great body language. तो वो है, वेस्ट इंडीज़ अपनी फ्लैम्बोयेंसी में खेलेगी अपनी. साउथ अफ्रीका के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट मैच है. इफ़ दे लूज़, खुदा न खास्ता, इसलिए कह रहा हूँ फॉर द क्रिकेट सेक, बिकॉज साउथ अफ्रीका गोइंग आउट इट वोंट डू गुड टू द वर्ल्ड कप. सो अगर ये हार जाते हैं आज का मैच तो दे विल बी आउट.
यस, it is a must-win game for South Africa. In fact, they have to now win all their games. All the way to the end. If they want to win the World Cup, they have to wait 8 consecutive games, or at least to get to the semis or the top 4. They need to win every game from here onwards. Shady, a shortened game advantage West Indies.
अभी पूरा पता नहीं forecast का कि क्या 40% rain है, 60% rain है, ये पूरा पता नहीं है. As we speak, I think we're playing a 50 overs game right now. Okay. I think the conditions suit both the team who are winning the toss, both electing to ball first. I really think that South Africa is right back into the game. But having said that, would West Indies be arriving with the mature approach on the ground or not? That is question needs to be asked to the West Indians, not to us. But I really think that is going to be, with the conditions and with the fresh track and with the new cherries, I think it shouldn't be a high scoring games.
Interestingly, nobody mentioned the expected score today in the pitch report. Did you notice that?
Should not.
There was no expected score.
Do you see claps? देख रहे हैं आप तो in general?
हाँ, उसने पॉलक ने बोला है कि इतना आसान नहीं होगा. जो भी आए स्टे करे, अपनी बैटिंग करे. मतलब जैसे रोहित शर्मा ने बैटिंग की, उस टाइप की ये पिच है. मे भी ज़्यादा हो, क्योंकि उसके बाद बारिश भी हुई है ठीक ठाक, और टाइम नहीं मिलता पिच बनाने का. और ये इसको हम जड़ वाला पिच कहते हैं, गांठों वाला पिच है ये कोंपल वाला नहीं है, जो मुलायम होती है ना, वो वाला नहीं है ये, जिसपे थोड़ी देर बाद सेटल डाउन हो जाती है. ये आखिर तक सेटल डाउन नहीं होगी. तो हाई स्कोरिंग गेम वेस्ट इंडीज कुछ भी कर सकती है. सेटल डाउन तो अब 20-25 ओवर अगर होते हैं, उसके बाद आप, जैसे रोहित शर्मा की इनिंग एग्जाम्पल है कि वो सेटल डाउन हुआ, उसे देखता रहा, खेलता रहा, आराम से लेके वो गया. अदरवाइज नए बैट्समैन के लिए इशू होगा. जो भी इन होगा नया, वो कहीं पे भी होता है. कल मैच में देखा होगा आपने, स्टॉइनिस आया, पता ही नहीं चला, उसको डंडा उड़ गया उसका. तो यहाँ तो बहुत मुश्किल होते हैं. अपने आप को देखना पड़ेगा. टेक्निक आपकी अच्छी होनी चाहिए पिच पे स्टे करने के लिए. ये नहीं है कि लेकिन वेस्ट इंडीज कुछ भी कर सकती है कहीं पे भी. यस, उनको प्रेडिक्ट नहीं कर सकते हम. हम बोले यहाँ पिच खराब हो, हम बोले 200 बनेंगे, वो 300 कर दे.
You never know. You never know.
उनका नहीं
with
पता
West Indies.
This is the pitch where you must stay at the wicket slowly and gradually रन बनाना. और एक और बड़ी important फखर, जब ये pitch cover होती ना overnight पूरा, इतना ज़बरदस्त मॉइस्चर डेवलप हो जाता है कि शुरू के 8-10 ओवर इसलिए बड़े मुश्किल हो जाते हैं, जिसकी हम सर्वाइवल की हमेशा बात. तो यहाँ 8-10 ओवर की सर्वाइवल है. It's not that you should not lose a wicket, it's a survival thing. And whichever team does that, West Indians तो आएंगे अपने flamboyant से खेलेंगे. South Africa will definitely try. And like I said, Hashim Amla has to give his 100% for the sake of his country, for the sake of his team.
Absolutely. It's going to be about application and staying on this pitch throughout the innings. Doesn't matter what inning, if you're playing first or second. If there is a 50-over game.
Yeah, I think you can catch up towards the end if you've got wickets in hand. It's not one of those wickets where you would think that you can attack up front. It might be just having to absorb a little bit of pressure, and you know, that might offer a little bit of an advantage to win the toss. I mean, if you want to use that wicket, and it's hard to say from here exactly what. But if there is a bit of juice and a little bit of weather, you know, you'd probably want to bowl first on there.
अगर वेस्ट इंडीज ट्राई करना चाहता तो कर लेगा द बैट्समैन से जो गेल है, लेकिन ये विकेट अलाउ नहीं करेगी आपको खुले शॉट खेलने पे. और अगर आपने फिर वही बेवकूफ़ी की और इमेच्योर क्रिकेट खेलने की कोशिश की, तो ये भी हो सकता है कि 106 अगर 6 पे हमें आउट किया तो 105 पे आप भी आज हो सकते हैं. So that could have been you know, the great starts of South African. So I think we need some kind of a good cricket. I mean, you just don't want to come out there, you know, कि यार मैं हर you know, wobbly dobbly सी पीछे मिले, मज़ेदार से मिले, हम आके रन्स करें, 350 हो जाएं, फिर आखिरी ओवर में कोई अच्छा खेल जाए तो जीत जाए. So it's for God's sake, it's a World Cup, and we need to play serious cricket.
Yeah, everybody needs to play, and we want to see good cricket as well. I mean, ideally as fans and as viewers, I think we also want to see some really good cricket. Rashid, अब आपने जो पिच देखी है, तो आप समझते हैं कि अब रोज का आना बहुत जरूरी हो गया वेस्ट इंडीज के लिए?
बिल्कुल होना है. अगर पूरा मैच होता है, डिपेंड करता है कि पूरा मैच हो रहा है, आधा मैच हो रहा है, तो उसमें तो आना पड़ेगा. लेकिन डिपेंड ये करता है कि अगर टॉस टाइम पिच हो रहा है तो उसमें तो कीमा रोज को डालना पड़ेगा इनको, क्योंकि पिच इतनी आसान लग नहीं रही, क्योंकि 2 पेस पिच और बाउंस वेरी कर. आपको बैट्समैन को अगर बाउंस का नहीं पता, जो आपको 5 का दिखाया, थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा कर दिया उन्होंने, लेकिन उसको खुद भी बाउंस का नहीं आइडिया हो रहा था कहाँ पे जा रही है. तो यहाँ पे ऐसा बॉलर होना चाहिए जो जिसकी अच्छी पेस हो और विद इन द स्टम्प बॉल कर रहे हो. वो T20 वाले बॉलर शायद यहाँ पे इतना इफेक्टिव ना हो.
Once you get uneven bounce lands, what goes through a batsman? I mean, you come in first ball, you're playing, and you know, you think, hey, this is a good length delivery, I'm going to come forward to it and I'm going to block it, or maybe just push it for a single, and then all of a sudden it pops up and hits you on your glove. What does that do to you as a batsman for the rest of the game?
Yeah, that's the worst thing that can happen really is when you're not trusting the surface. And then what it does, it catches you on the crease because you don't want to go forward, and when the ball is up and does skid, it's LBW and bowled. So we see that a lot. And also, I guess, is not trusting. You know, if you want to stand up and hook, it makes it very, very difficult as well. So it's something that's just mind games, really. You know, quite often the ball actually not doing anything, but because you're caught in the crease or you're uncertain as to whether you must duck or take it on, you can get into trouble. And quite often you see it's not necessarily the ball that misbehaves that gets you out. It's the one that's done nothing, but you're in a bad position because you haven't trusted the surface. 2 minds.
Shoaib, on this wicket, what would you think would be a good length? Would it be up front or
pitch the ball up and test the technique of the West Indians if you win a toss? I mean, yet again, you know, we haven't seen the smart captaincy of Faf, and you know, we need a wise decision by winning a toss. And depending on now, West Indies wins the toss, obviously they're going to elect it to bowl first, and you know, that's going to create a lot of problem for South Africa. But depending, yet again, you know, I never wanted to wanted this toss to be such an integral part of the game. But
about that, Lance?
I think it's going to be a really tough 10 overs. If South Africa can get through that, I don't think there's too much teeth in that West Indian in those middle overs. So you know, if we can get through from a South African point of view, it's going to be really tough. If we can get through without too much damage, I think we can capitalise and get a decent score on the board. That's going to be the challenge for us.
Are you happy with the changes in your squad?
I'm not unhappy. I think they've had a look at the weather and played an extra left arm seamer. fair enough. I thought.
Too many being dropped, isn't that?
What has he done though?
Yeah, that's true.
You know, he hasn't done anything. He hasn't really offered too much with his spin. So I'm not unhappy with that. I think it's it's easy to go with the tried and tested. I know it's a big game. I know it's good to have experience. That counts a lot. But on pure form, I don't think he can hold his place down.
Absolutely, absolutely. Mohsin bhai, you happy with the way things have shaped up in the playing 11 for the West Indies?
Yeah, I think they've made two very good changes, bringing in Bravo and that fast bowler, Kamarosh.
Yeah.
So I think according to the pitch and conditions, they've taken a very good decision. One thing I'll say about South Africa, first 10 or 12 overs, survive, and then put up a score of 240, 250, 260.
Yes.
They've made a game of it.
They make it a game. Yes. Rashid bhai, overcast condition.
खुशी की बात है, टाइम पे स्टार्ट हो रहा है.
हाँ, लेकिन मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि टाइम पे स्टार्ट तो हो रहा है, लेकिन वो बार-बार ये भी कह रहे हैं कि इर्द गिर्द बहुत सारे वेदर सिस्टम जो हैं, पानी जो है, मतलब बारिश हो रही है. सो अगर साउथ अफ्रीका बैट्स फर्स्ट, बारिश होती है, साउथ अफ्रीका डीएनएल डकवर्थ एंड लुइस आ जाता है बीच में, इस वक्त क्या अप्रोच होनी चाहिए साउथ अफ्रीका की?
देखिए 20 ओवर के बाद ये इशू होता है ना. 20 ओवर से पहले अगर बारिश आ गई तो फिर इतना, उसके बाद जब शुरू होगा तो उनको आइडिया होगा कि हमें क्या स्कोर करना है.
उस वक्त ये ज्यादा बेहतर तरीके से इसको वो.
लेकिन स्टार्ट इनको अपनी विकेट हैंड पे रखनी है, क्योंकि 240 230 पे जाना चाहिए उनको, और ये इतने कर लेते हैं, वेस्ट इंडीज को नहीं करने देंगे.
और मैनेजमेंट को क्या रोल प्ले करना चाहिए. राशिद की बात को सेकंड करते, टेल द बैट्समैन forget about rain, think about cricket. Go out there and play cricket.
That's a good point. Shoaib, your take now. West Indies winning the toss, electing to field.
Even 200 runs are going to be much more difficult to chase.
Oh,
and
you believe so?
I think above 200, I think South Africa is winning the game and the day.
Yeah, that sounds very promising, Lance.
I like him.
Yes.
I like him.
Did you like him when he used to bowl those short ones to you?
No.
But today you like him.
I'll like him for today.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Well, that's how it's going to pan out. We're going to find out how it goes as the day progresses, and we.
Yes.
एक क्विकली जवाब दे दूं.
जी, जी.
आपने कहा था कि शुरू में क्या इस पिच क्या खेलना चाहिए. पिच में थोड़े नॉट्स हैं, ठीक है ना, घास में थोड़ा सा थिक ग्रास है. वेट फॉर द बॉल, डोंट गो आफ्टर एट द बॉल. वेट, थोड़ा सा वेट करके खेलना पड़ेगा.
लेट खेलें.
इफ यू गो एट द बॉल, बिकॉज थोड़ा सा गेंद स्विंग के साथ सीम होगा. तो आप
play late.
wait play and according to that.
Your technique surely going to be tested today. That I guarantee.
ठीक है. नहीं तो बस ये है, इसका कुछ नहीं. और इसी तरह से वो यही सवाल राशिद
जेपी डुमिनी का सिलेक्शन की पर बात हो रही थी. मेरे ख्याल से इस वर्ल्ड कप में उसकी सिलेक्शन गलत हुई है. लास्ट 10 इनिंग्स अगर निकालते हैं, 19 का एवरेज 159 रन है. तो जेपी 18 में लास्ट अक्टूबर में खेला था. उसके बाद श्रीलंका से होम सीरीज वो कुछ मैचेस खेला और कुछ मैचेस यहाँ पे खेला है. उसकी सिलेक्शन जस्टिफाई नहीं करती, उसकी नाम पे जस्टिफाई नहीं करती.
Wow. Rashid believes that JP Dumini's selection into the World Cup squad as it is was not the right selection to start with.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You agree with that?
There were a couple of very close ones, you know. Hashim Amla and
Yes.
and Hendricks as well, you know. There's always some people that are miss out. I think they've lent towards experience, but you know sometimes youth offers that little bit of freshness as well, which maybe we missed out on. Hindsight again.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. I'd like to thank you all. I will see you on the other side of how many overs. It doesn't. We're hoping 100 overs, but whatever it is that they play. और दोस्तों आप लोग